Okay, hello my beautiful angels, and welcome back to my channel. This is my podcast, Up in the Clouds, and let's get started. Okay, so this is let's start with sad news first. So sad news is this is my second to last episode filming in this room. I am very sad. This has been my favorite apartment that I've ever lived in, and I have a lot of good memories here in the short amount of time that I've lived here, and it's just really sad. I don't know, I always get really sad whenever I move out of a place in general. So I'm moving in with my friend for a few weeks to kind of finish out my job because I put in my notice, and then going to be moving down to Illinois to be with some of my friends. And I go down there and visit them, so it's like I might as well just go live there for a little bit. The place that they live is so beautiful, and I love it's like a city, but it's not too big. It's like perfect. So I'm really excited for my next adventure. And yeah, first we're gonna adventure and live with my friends for a little while, so that'll be really fun because I haven't lived with Haley in a long time, so it's gonna be great. Really excited for that, and I'm very grateful that she is letting me do that. So yeah, that's a little life update. What else? Oh, this is great news. We hit 200 subscribers. So thank you so much to everyone who's subscribed to my channel. I'm so grateful for all of you who take the time to watch this, to subscribe, to whatever you do, like videos, leave comments, everything. So grateful for you. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It is, we are building, and I try to make this as great as I can, and it can only keep going up from here. So today's episode, we're gonna get a little dark. So I have been personally battling some mental health issues for the past month and a half. I've just been honestly, I can't even exaggerate. I've been super depressed, super lost, trying to figure out my life, just feeling so many feelings. And I feel like I got really wrapped up in trying to be too positive, where I was ignoring my feelings, and then all these emotional, overwhelming feelings came into fruition, and I had to deal with them, and I have not been dealing with them in a very healthy way. So I feel like, opening up about that and talking about that can help me, because, and in turn help you. That's the whole thing, is me opening up about my problems. I feel like that gives people the space to feel comfortable to open up about theirs, not necessarily with me, but maybe with other people. I personally really suck at talking about how I've been feeling, and yeah, it's just been a really hard time. I've been kind of really battling, to be honest, a lot of heavy feelings, a lot of lost, I don't know where I belong, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do. I have all these things that I want to do, and I just feel overwhelmed, trying to do everything, and at the same time I have no energy to do anything because I feel so drained. But yeah, I've been battling just really bad, suicidal stuff, where I just learning how to balance my thoughts and learning how to shut out those negative thoughts and trying to replace those negative thoughts with positive ones. Because when you're so wrapped up in that, sometimes your thoughts are making a reality that is not true. So your thoughts are your number one enemy when you are feeling these feelings, and learning how to shut them, not really shut them out, because you want to acknowledge them and you want to be like, okay, why am I feeling this way? What is making me feel this way? You know, but making sure you don't start believing those thoughts, because that's when it gets like, that's when I feel like they kind of take control, and that's when I feel like scary things happen to people, is when they don't know how to like tell those thoughts to basically fuck off, you know? We live in such a society where we want to paint that we are perfect all the time, and I feel like it's important to share those moments where we're not perfect, where things aren't so great, because that is true strength, to be able to talk and open up about things that people don't like to talk about and open up. And that's what's so beautiful about music. It gives people a gateway to do that, a door into people's minds, into, you know, feelings. And I feel like it is really important to express when we are feeling those things. And I obviously, you know that it's not my, like, things that my brain tells me is not always true. I know it, a lot of the times it's my anxiety. It is, you know, when you battle suicidal thoughts, I like to call them like dark energy. It is like dark energy thoughts though, because you're telling yourself that people, like, when you're in that state of mind, when you're in that like vibration, your own thoughts are your worst enemy. Your thoughts are telling you that people don't care. Your thoughts are the one telling you how unimportant and how unspecial you are. And it's super important to either distract yourself, like make sure you're being, like, you're with people who can help you kind of distract yourself from that, so you don't fall into it, because it can get really scary if you fall into it and something bad can happen. And that's, you know, the number one most important thing is to learn distractions. Like, not necessarily like avoiding your feelings, but when you're feeling those like really scary feelings, like being alone and being by yourself is not going to be the best thing for you. You need to be with people. Even it's hard, and you know, you maybe can find friends that you can just sit in silence with, because I know how hard it is to like talk about things. I am the number one person who does not talk about anything. And it's really important to find people who understand. I just feel like it makes such a difference, like when you talk to somebody who has felt those things that you're feeling, whereas someone who has never felt those things. I feel like that can really kind of make a huge difference in the response that you need in that moment. Because sometimes we open up to people who've never experienced something like that, or never had feelings like that before, and they don't know how to handle it. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to be there for you. And then in turn, I feel like keeps those negative thoughts against you. I feel like when when you are with someone who doesn't understand, and you're trying to open up to them, and they just tell you, don't, like, sometimes I feel like people can kind of be insensitive, just because, and it's not even in a, like, I don't mean that in a bad way, I just mean insensitive to the fact because they've never experienced something like that, so they can they can come off insensitively because they don't necessarily know the right thing to say in that moment. So therefore they come off a little insensitive. I feel like it's getting dark now, once again. They don't know how to like be there. They don't know how to like fix that, you know? And everybody, like, it's not even about necessarily that you need someone to fix you. It's just sometimes you just need someone to be there for you, and that makes all the difference, you know? So what do we do, you know? What do you what do you do when the light feels so far away? You know, it just feels sometimes like there is no light at the end of the tunnel. And that can be a scary feeling. And I feel like I'm saying this not only to you guys, but also to myself, that it's there and that one day it's all gonna be okay. And I really feel like we feel everything we feel for a purpose as well. I believe that sometimes we are thrown into battles with our mental health because we are to be saviors for other people as well. I feel like sometimes we are given things, life cards, the way that cards are dealt to us, and sometimes how things affect us, so that we can be a martyr for somebody else. Because I truly believe that human connection is one of the most important things that we have on this earth, in this life, making connections with people, and that nothing is ever a coincidence. You don't meet people by accident. You don't have people be in your life by accident. And nobody is ever, I don't ever truly believe in mistakes, or I try not to believe in that, or believe in regrets. I think that, we go through these battles because we can one day down the road meet somebody that we can help. And truly believe that. And it might sound, goofy. It might sound dumb if you don't want to believe that, and that's okay. You don't have to believe what I believe. We're all different, we're all human, we all have our opinions. But there is nothing to me more amazing than that feeling of somebody out there understands me. Somebody out there feels everything that I'm feeling in this exact moment, and they are capturing it in a song, in a poem, in a podcast, in a YouTube video. And that is truly the beauty of it all, how we all are interconnected, and how amazing life can be. And even if it's something as small as your own pet being the reason that keeps you here, find that reason. Find that artist that speaks to you. Find that movie that lights you up. Find that person that would be completely destroyed without you. And keep those things close, because those are going to be the things that save you at the end of the day. It really would be. And I'm not talking about this to make people feel bad for me, to make people worried about me. I feel like it's important to share my experiences because I have seen how much this podcast has helped other people. I've seen how my experiences can be related to other people, and how I connect with people who go through similar things with me, and it all kind of comes full circle. that I am meant to do this. I am meant to be this person who goes through these things so that I can help other people. And I know that is my purpose. So like I said, I'm not, and I feel like mental health needs to be more normalized. And I feel like it's getting there, but when it comes to like there are certain things about, like, people aren't very open talking about suicidal thoughts. They aren't very open talking about how, it's sometimes so hard to just even like get out of bed because you're so tired, yet you couldn't even sleep the night before because your head was racing so much, and you finally got to sleep, and now it's time to wake up again and just repeat this like cycle, and you just get stuck, and you just keep like going through the motions of life instead of living. And I don't think that is talked about enough. And I feel like there's such a negative thing to talk about in that it's attention seeking and, very that, which is why people don't open up about it. But people need to be opening up about it, because we need to stop it. We need to save people. We need to save each other. We need to save ourselves. Suicide is like one of the most top like reasons of like how people die. Like, it's like one of the most things of death is like suicide is. And with all this pandemic and everything that, like last year and into the beginning of this year that was going on, suicide rates were insane. People were experiencing mental health issues that they have never experienced before, and or experienced at a younger age, and it was all kind of coming back to them. And we need to we need to break the stigma. We need to break this thing and say it's okay to talk about what we're going through, because someone else on this planet is going through exactly what you're going through. And to be there for each other, even if it's in a way that's not necessarily positive. It's, oh, we both want to die, so why can't we hold each other accountable and keep each other here? Like, that sounds so morbid and so dark, but also sometimes you just need that one thing to hold on to, because that one thing is going to be the reason that keeps you here. And yeah, I think that's super important. So how do we keep that light? How do we push those thoughts away? How do we rewire? How do we tell our brain to stop? I truly believe through repetition, through distraction, healthy distraction. Don't be doing it unhealthily, like drugs, alcohol. Those kind of things can mess up your life purpose and or cause addictions. And it's everything is, I party, I drink, everything is good in moderation. That's just the biggest thing, And when you're mentally not okay, sometimes those substances are just going to honestly make it so much worse for you. So just avoiding those things altogether usually is kind of the best way to do that. And yeah, replacing those thoughts, pushing them away. If you have to use distractions for a little while, healthy distractions like being with people, finding a hobby, something as, simple as, oh, my thoughts are really overwhelming, so I'm going to go for a run. Or, something that you're not, because something that's going to distract your mind and push you away from what you're thinking in that moment, so it doesn't overwhelm you. It doesn't overtake you. It doesn't become so much, then you act on it. And that's how we can all be there for each other. One day, everything will be okay. And you just have to hold on to that hope. I feel like hope is the one thing that can keep us that can keep us going as well. Having that hope that one day it's going to get better, that one day you're not going to feel like this, that one day everything that you've ever went through will be worth it because you survived. You survived the darkest times. You survived the hardest times. You are a survivor, you're a warrior, and if you battle with suicidal thoughts and you're still here, I am so proud of you. And just know that you belong here and that you are here for a reason and for a purpose, and that it will get better. And it does get better. And I know it hurts like hell right now, but it's all for a reason. It's all for a purpose. And your mission here is not done. And to find that light at the end of the tunnel and find something to hold on to keep you here. Because I promise you, it is worth it, and everybody's here for a reason. Everybody has something to bring to this world. And we may not even realize it ourselves, but there is something that you bring to this world that nobody else brings. Because you are you, and you are unique, and you are amazing. And to not forget that. And to call upon angels for guidance, for help, for protection, to surround you in love and light. You don't even have to be super religious to believe that we, just as we can be surrounded by darkness, we can be surrounded by light as well. That angels walk among us. They're here, they're around us all the time. They protect us from situations. You ever almost get into a car crash and, you just happen to look up at the perfect moment to, that is an angel. That is something watching over you. And, you can believe that it was just a coincidence, but I don't believe that anything is just a coincidence. I believe everything is all aligned and we are all connected, and we're all so extraordinary and powerful and have so much potential behind us, and we just have to find that within ourselves and believe in ourselves enough and just know that you bring something to the table that no one else does, and being unique and being yourself is the most incredible thing that you can do. And don't let this world take away your light. Keep on shining bright. I am going to end this episode because I just wanted to do like a short episode about this. Like I said, not only to connect with other people who need to hear this message, but also for myself as well. And I thank you for giving me this space to do that. And please know that my DMs are always open. My phone is always, I will answer. Like, we can exchange numbers, like whatever. If you need someone to be there for you, I want to be that person to be there, because not only do we need people, but sometimes people need us as well. So we can all be there for each other when we feel really overwhelmed by our feelings, and don't know how to talk about it with people. It can be hard to talk about it with people that you're close to. Sometimes it's easier to open up to people you don't really know. It's hard to trust people, especially if you've been really burned in the past by people, by family, you know, people close to you, maybe someone you were in love with. It's really hard to learn how to kind of trust again, and that's something that we can all do and work on together as a collective. Because when we heal ourselves and we heal these negative feelings around us, we bring so much to the table, and we have so much authenticity and so many amazing things that we are meant to do. And when we release these and we heal from the things that we're going through, that's when we step into our higher versions, the best versions of ourselves. And that's when life just gets so much better. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is a reason that you're here, and there's a reason that you're still here. And just find that light and hold on to it so tight, because you are meant to be here. And I love you, and I think you're amazing, and I think you're beautiful. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry this episode was a little on the darker side, but we're always like keeping it 100 here. We're keeping it real all the time. So, you know, it's something that I'm going through, and I know someone out there is too. So I hope this message reaches you if you need this. As a celebration to 200 subscribers, I'm also going to be posting another episode on Friday as well, to kind of really set in stone our Friday days. Sometimes with like moving and stuff, I did not, and trying to have like one last fun weekend before like moving and whatever, I just kind of like was really like off my phone and just like really in the moment with my friends this weekend. And so I apologize, but so we're gonna make it up to you and celebrate episode today and then on Friday for you guys. And that Friday will probably be my last episode in this room, which is gonna be pretty emotional. I feel like I'm gonna cry because I really, really love this place, and it'll be weird leaving Whitewater after being here for like 5 years. So a lot of emotions, a lot of things, you know. But I'm excited for my next adventure. I'm excited to live with my friend for a little bit, and I'm excited to kind of adventure down to Illinois. I think everything has kind of fallen into place, and then eventually down, you know, slowly making my way down, you know, down there. We will be in Florida or wherever I end up, you know. I can't keep a thing because life is so unpredictable, and life leads us to where we're supposed to be, and I trust that. So we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. I know this, like I said, this episode is a little dark, but my DMs are always open. And I love you all so, so, so much. Thank you again. Sending all good energy and love to you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your week, and I will see you on Friday. I love you guys so much. Bye.